I had a Teen Titans video on my main channel, but since then, I've become a better analyst and writer. While I do think I made some good points, the video won't be necessary because I'll be starting my Teen Titans analysis from scratch on this channel and covering the most important points. This top tier cartoon doesn't get the respect it deserves, and I plan on highlighting its legendary qualities to throw the rock that creates a ripple. Teen Titans is an episodic cartoon, and one of the biggest problems that episodic shows face is making each episode worth your time. Episodes can range from amazing to garbage, and there's no way you can know what you're going to get. I compared serial and episodic stories on my main channel if you want to check that out. A lot of the most popular cartoons face this issue. Massive cartoons like Rick and Morty and Adventure Time have a lot of bad and good episodes, and to be blunt, the ratio leans more in the bad favor. Teen Titans reduces this issue in a great way, and that is by providing a meaningful theme or life lesson in almost every episode. If I were to guesstimate, I'd say around 12 out of 13 episodes per season have a valuable message by the end of the episode. That's 92%. As a viewer, this gives me confidence that my time won't be wasted when I watch a new episode, and it definitely isn't. The chances of me coming out of an episode feeling like I wasted my time are around 8%. Even then, an episode of this cartoon can still be entertaining without a theme, but I'll save that for another time. This is even more important for a kid, which is the target audience, because the show won't just be entertaining to them, it will also leave them with a significant life lesson more often than not, increasing the show's overall worth. As an adult, this is important to me because it demonstrates that the show wasn't settling for less because it was a kids show, and was putting in effort to make each episode count. It shows that the cartoon respects my time and tries its best to keep the filler to a minimum, despite an audience of kids caring very little about that. And ultimately, it shows that the cartoon isn't underestimating its audience and just creating mindless entertainment, which allows an adult like me to go back and enjoy it as much as I did from before I was critical of stories. In comparison, most cartoons that I enjoy around the same time would be nearly unwatchable to me now. Teen Titans doesn't stop there. It is able to fuse its great themes with another crucial component of storytelling: character arcs. The theme of the story is frequently told through a character arc from one of the 5 Titans. That means that in about 92% of the episodes, a main character goes through a character arc, which further reduces the episodic problem that I mentioned at the start, giving me more incentive to watch each episode. The theme of the character arcs are always tied to the individual's personality traits, which ensures that the theme isn't forcing a character to act out of character. For kids, by delivering the lesson through a character, it makes it easier to digest and comprehend. When the character learns a lesson, so does the child watching the show. The cast can effectively function as a role model for its younger audience. As an adult, I can appreciate the time and effort put into the story. The fact that the cartoon can constantly create new and consistent character arcs shows that the creators definitely understood their characters and have made them nuanced. Overall, the ability to effortlessly fuse themes with character arcs and execute both parts masterfully is a testament to the greatness of Teen Titans. Here are some examples of these episodic arcs for each of the 5 main characters. In Divide and Conquer, Robin's ego causes a rift between him and Cyborg, which results in the latter leaving the team. Initially, he thinks that they don't need him, but as the episode continues, he learns that his actions have cost him a good friend and valuable teammate. By the end, he's able to apologize, and the two go back to being friends. In Masks, Robin doesn't trust his team enough, so he adopts the persona of Red X to get closer to Slade. By keeping this away from his team, he faces the consequence of them losing his trust in him. The episode ends on a somber note, because even though he learned a lesson, he doesn't fix his mistake by the time the episode finishes. In Winner Take All, Robin's competitiveness makes him completely focused on winning the tournament. This results in him ignoring Cyborg's warnings and almost getting everyone sealed. The lesson he's able to learn after defeating the Master of Games with help is that winning isn't everything. The sum of his parts is a flat character arc for Cyborg. In the episode, his robotic side becomes a liability. Fix-It has a complete opposite view and believes that Cyborg's human parts are his flaws and tries to make him a complete robot. But when he sees the latter's memories, he remembers the value of having human parts. The episode ends with Cyborg reinforcing that him being part robot is not what defines him, but his human side is. In Only Human, Cyborg feels frustrated about his robot parts due to them not being able to surpass their limits like his human body could. He believes that his robot side can only reach 100%, but through effort, he's able to conclude the episode and defeat Atlas by harnessing his human parts to surpass 100% again. In Deception, Cyborg feels nostalgic for his high school days as a full human thanks to his stone rings. Him becoming a cyborg prevented him from completing high school, but now, his stone disguise paired with his time at the Hive Academy made him feel normal again, something that is clearly important to him, but he still chooses to stick with his team. And at the end, Starfire telling him that his cyborg version is normal to her lifts his spirits. In Deep 6, Beast Boy is being outshined by Aqualad, which leads to a battle of egos between them. This makes the two very unproductive. After several arguments, Beast Boy expresses his feelings of inferiority, which leads to Aqualad saying that he doesn't care who's superior. This allows the former to start acting rationally, work together, and even use their opponent's ego against them. In the end, Beast Boy is able to praise Aqualad and befriend him. In The Beast Within, chemicals bring out an inner beast in Beast Boy, which causes him to act aggressive, but they also help him save Raven and ultimately defeat Adonis. Raven helps him learn that having the beast within him isn't bad, and that knowing when to release it shows maturity. In Homecoming, when Mento gives him an order to stop the enemy, Beast Boy chooses to save his allies instead and is berated for it. When a similar situation arises in Part 1, he makes the same decision. Even though the Titans praise him for this decision, he is still berated by Mento. In Part 2, he joins the patrol again and follows Mento's orders, even when they prioritize the mission over allies. Although he verbally challenges the orders, he ultimately follows them. This causes the members to be picked off one by one. After Mento breaks his communicator, Beast Boy finally refuses the orders of his leader and shows him that there's always another way. His plan leads to a victory against the Brotherhood. In these two episodes, Beast Boy learns a lesson and teaches someone else one as well. In Sisters, Blackfire shows up and the other Titans love her. Starfire begins to feel left out and insecure and thinks that her sister will replace her on the team. At the end of the episode, she learns that her friends never had any intention of replacing her, and that no one could ever take her place. In Transformation, Starfire is insecure about her physical transformations, which leads to her running away. The episode ends with her learning that her friends don't care how she looks on the outside, because she'll always be the same on the inside. In Troc, Starfire is being discriminated against by Valior due to her Tamaranian heritage. At first, she keeps her feelings to herself, but after a discussion with Cyborg, she decides to let the others know. In the climax and conclusion of the episode, she decides not to reciprocate Valior's hate and accept that she can't change his mind about Tamaranians. In Nevermore, Raven struggles with controlling her emotions. Because of Beast Boy and Cyborg entering her mind, she's able to learn to embrace the emotions that she had been closing off. In Fear itself, Raven denies her feelings of fear due to her powers being connected to her emotions, but this causes monsters to attack the tower. It's only by learning to accept her fear is she able to fight back and defeat the monsters. In Birthmark, Raven keeps the details of her birthday a secret and refuses to celebrate it because of the bad things that they entail. Her friends help her to learn that despite all the bad things that her birthday represents, it also represents the day that she was born, which they cherish, leading to her accepting their party. The mastery of this formula that this cartoon displays is of the highest degree that I've seen, including anime. Teen Titans executed it better than the most critically acclaimed episodic anime like Bebop or Shampoo, because if I were to find the percentage of episodes I really liked for both of those anime, it'd be under 50%. But for Teen Titans, it doesn't matter if I'm taking the first season, the first 2 seasons, or the entire show. The percentage of episodes that I like in that pool will always be above 50. In conclusion, Teen Titans masters the episodic formula by including a theme and a character arc in most of its episodes. It also shows a high level of writing by being able to fuse these two elements and make sure that each element is meaningful and nuanced. Finally, the show excels as a cartoon because it is able to not only provide value for its target audience, which is kids, but also for adults in its critically sound writing. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.